In 3, 2, 1, and we're back. Welcome back to In the Mood with
Justin.
We can't take this shit seriously, bro.
I know, it's impossible, bro. Especially when I hear you say shit like that. So we here, right? You recording? You filming?
Yeah, once again, with no mics.
No mic.
Or fucking two phones, because we usually do this off of 2 iPhones. But, you know, Justin was having technical difficulties with his iPhone.
I have an iPhone. We could be real honest. For any of the honeys coming after me, you're gonna see the green reply real quick.
We're gonna have to cut that one out for the honeys. But so what were you talking to me about?
Last time? Or right
your
now?
New Year's. You never told me about your New Year's. You left everybody wondering what the fuck you was gonna talk about.
My New Year's. I don't even know if I want to talk about it like that, bro.
What?
No, I'm just kidding.
Right, start me off with.
Okay, so no, I ended up going, instead of going out with you was asking me, because even though you said you wasn't planning on going out, you had told me that they're like, come on, stay, bro, we better get lit and all that whoop-de-whoop bullshit. And I ended up saying fuck that, because I was still on my simp mode, you know, going through my little... I know, it didn't last as long as I thought it was going to last, but I was pretty heartbroken for that first, week. It feels
do you think it helped you moving states as well? Like, just the process of you know, moving on?
Nah, I think in a sense, if you were over there, I don't think the relationship would have even lasted as long. Like I gotta save this. If all the connects that I had, all the connects that I have over here, and everything were over there, if everybody that I knew, I mean, I had my producers over there and shit like that, so that's still cool. But I didn't really have any other outlets to really dive into like that. So anytime I was ready to break up, it felt like I was gonna be left with literally nothing and shit, you know.
No, yeah.
So it kind of did help. It kind of fucked up the closer situation though, because I was still in the relationship coming out here, and when I got out here is when it fucking broke up, you know. So that I felt like that made it worse when it came to,
I feel like not being there, having that closure with the relationship,
or getting to look somebody in the eye and being like, yo, we're really breaking up, or we're really not gonna be together. And then on top of that, I was done fucking hella dirty.
If you had to take it back, would you rather do it, you know, like how you said, look somebody in the eye, or would you rather do it like how you did it this time?
Yeah, because I almost did it like that. So towards the end of my stay in Washington, all right, where did I leave off? I was talking about different jobs that I had. So around the end of it, I was working as a maintenance technician. I had already been pretty, you know, kind of certified. I was ready to actually take exams and get certified to do it professionally with I forget the name of the certification, because I'm like, fuck that, you know, I don't want to do that. I wasn't ever happy doing it. So I was doing that up until the point that I came over here, and I was even going to do it over here. I feel like it would have been a little bit easier if I would have broken it off then, because that's actually how it happened. She broke up with me. She kind of admitted some shit to me, you know, in the midst of me already being depressed. But at the same time, I was getting a deal offered. Like within the same 2 weeks, it happened. I got offered a contract, a development deal for a good amount of money. I mean, kind of shit money if you really think about the money that you can make as an artist. But it was better than nothing, and it was like, you know, you don't have to work anymore. You can pursue your dreams, and you can do this 24/7. So I was lit off of that, and then out of nowhere, she blindsided me with that chick. She started acting all kinds of shiesty, and it was whatever. She left for a day, and then I called you. I was like, you know, you ain't gotta say that.
It's all good. We all go through it.
For sure. I mean, it's just if you don't, then you don't really care, you know. And I fucking definitely really care. So I was good. Breaking up at that point. I had told you know what, I'm flying out. I'm going to be out in 2 days, whatever. She comes back begging me, you know, telling me all this and the next thing. So I was like, fuck it. I was still a little bit invested into the relationship. I was like, I still got to go out to Arizona and touch those down, because the way that shit broke me and the feeling of being alone was just fucking shitty, you know what I mean? It was not the wave. And But it was easier. It was easier being like, all right, I'm breaking up. I'm going out there and starting something new. Taking her back, I pushed the trip 2 weeks later so that we could spend a little bit more time together, you know?
Yeah. I'm laughing because that was my question. I was like, do you think it was easier or not? And you took it 100 again back around.
It's good though, right?
No, yeah, you did.
Yeah, so it would have been easier that way. And then, so flying out here and still being with her, still expecting that shit to work, and it just going completely fucking south is what made it so hard, and it was a little bit more devastating because I came out with a mentality that I was going back, or even if I wasn't going back, it was going to be different, and we were going to start a whole different dynamic of the relationship, you know? Mm-hmm. But yeah, I think it just sucks, bro. Breakups just suck. Everybody's been through them.
Yeah, bro. Do you think after one breakup you can, re-break your heart the same? Or no?
You were asking me this because we were talking about it the other day.
We chopped it up about that. I asked him, I was like, no, I think he did. He was like, oh, bro, you're going to break your heart again, or she's going to break your heart again, and you're going to be devastated. I was like,
no,
bro.
I said, don't say it like that. I said, if you were to break up with this girl, you're fooling yourself to think that you're not going to have a similar heartbreak.
Yeah, and then you said, yeah, I was like, fuck no.
And you said that out of insecurity and fear. And I'm not even trying to come at you, but we on the podcast.
No. I'm glad you're coming at me with how you want to come at me. Mm-hmm. But go.
Yeah, I didn't tell him this when we were in the car talking about it because I was like, dude wants to believe what he wants to believe. You know, he's a grown man. But if we're going to talk about it on the podcast, I'm going to lay it down how I feel. I don't think that you would break up and feel the same way, or maybe the same obsessive compulsiveness that you feel in your first breakup, you know, that everybody, you know, seems to understand. But yeah, I think you definitely would have a worse heartbreak.
No.
Yeah, bro. I think it would be worse because you would be internalizing a lot of those feelings and trying to stay calm about them because you remember exactly how you acted the first one. You understand those feelings, but those feelings are going to be the same. You're still going to have the same love, the same passion, the same want.
But how you said, you were like, you realized how it was before, so this time you're coming at it a different way. You're coming at it a different angle. So it's not going to affect me the same way it affected me the first time. It's not going to feel the same way it affected me, the same way it felt the first time.
So what do you think it makes it worse? What do you think makes a harder heartbreak? Do you think it has to do with your actions and your tears and your acting like a lunatic? Do you think that's the bad part of the breakup? Or do you think that the
bad part
is the feeling?
No, the bad part is realizing they are no longer in your life.
Exactly. So it's definitely going to be worse when you're with somebody with more intelligence. Maybe not the person is more intelligent or not, or whatever type of person you chose to be with, but your decisions, hopefully, you know, you're not a person who just, you know, rebounds to somebody that's just like them or similar types of toxicity in the relationship. You're going to be with someone who's a little bit different, a little bit more of what you want. So that is going to hurt a lot fucking more. That's why I got over my shit in a week, like a fucking week. And I was like, why the fuck was I acting the way I was acting? I don't even miss this person. I don't miss anything about it. And I'm coming at from a true 100% standpoint where I can say that, like, wow, I couldn't even believe he's laughing because I haven't been talking to him for like the last 4 or 5 days. This motherfucker ghosted me.
Because he was too simpy, guys.
Like,
after a while, it's like, my boy, I know you have this in the back of your hand. Especially because he hasn't told you guys, but he went through it with me when I went through it the first time. So when I was sim boy,
it was bad.
He was
calling me. Awesome. Calling her, then calling me back.
No, that was mid. That was like throughout the down climax. That was trying to fix it. After it was like when it was done, then we chopped it up a little bit. But even then, I kind of handled it by myself because that's when your bitch ass fucking.
He never forgave me for that.
He ghosted me when I needed.
So he felt the need to do that to me too, but I was gonna get over it way quicker because the relationship I was in was nothing like. It just wasn't me. I wasn't me as a person. I wasn't with the person that I would want to be with.
I think she just made you who she wanted you to be.
No, I think if she could have done that, then maybe we would still be together because I'd be who she wanted to be. I think
that's the reason you're not, because deep down you still want to be who you want to be.
Exactly.
And that's why it didn't work out.
I think we were both just going with the fucking flow, bro. Like I'm telling you, we move states, we get an apartment, we get a different apartment. I'm over here getting a fucking trade when I'm like, this is not what I wanted to do. I want to go out there and make music and do. That's always been my passion. You know that. That's always been my passion. I've never gave it full force. I've never dropped everything and been like, this is what the fuck I'm going to do. And obviously that's where I'm at now. But that shit made it so easy to break up. And not only that, bro, not to just trash people, you know, but bad people are bad people, bro. And when people don't want nothing to do with you, or they think they don't want nothing to do with you for a period of time, because they obviously come back and realize what you had to offer and what you were willing to give is something that they do.
They're using you at that point.
Yeah, they're using you at that point. And once you catch on to that, it's like breaking all the glasses of every memory. And it's just like, wow, I was really wasting my own time, you know?
Yeah, you were.
Yeah, for sure. It's funny. It's funny now. And then you hang out with other people.
I think all relationships are wasting time unless your partner is pushing you. Both you guys are pushing each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Uh-huh.
You don't find that a lot, though.
I don't know.
Even though they look perfect, sometimes they're not pushing each other the way
Yeah,
they should.
I don't even want to give you no advice on that. I think that's a little bit more complex. And I think those are more like when we have longer episodes to talk about that type of shit, we could really get into the details. And I think we would have to have some notes for that shit, because there's definitely serious points that you would have to make as to what makes a relationship good, what makes a relationship bad. And obviously I just broke up with somebody, and you midway in a relationship, and we both young, so we don't even necessarily know enough to talk on it in that way. I just know that when you start talking to people, I said hang out, but not even hang out. When you start talking to people and you really realize the way that they treat you, and you notice the difference in the way someone else treated you, it kind of fucks with your head. Like you're kind of just like, wow, you were really bugging, you know? You really had a lot more to offer. It's like a job. Some people be working at fucking Burger King and shit like that for like 5-6 years. And I couldn't imagine, bro. I couldn't imagine having a job there like that for like 5-6 years. Knowing that if I got that level of commitment to do a job like this, I can go somewhere where they're going to pay me more, they're going to treat me better, and they're going to work me less. And it's just a trip in actuality. But going back to New Year's, I was simping, so I didn't want to go out because I didn't want to be a vibe kill. I'm super big on trying to not, you know, overtake someone's day. As much as he was like, he was being too simpy. I wasn't trying to be simpy. I was just trying to be working. I was trying to be active so that I wouldn't be thinking about that shit. Obviously, I didn't want to be bumping no fucking sad-ass music. Like, this guy likes to be bumping all day long. And
bro, that's good-ass music,
yeah,
though. Like,
for you, bro.
That's just good music in general.
But
bro.
even then, even me on the reg, like, I like trap music. I like, you know, that type of shit. So that was amplifying the feeling that I thought I had in my head, which now I can fucking... That new Weeknd song, bro, slaps. The video is good. You haven't seen it?
Squidliam, like the handsome Squidward.
Yeah, Squidliam. Yeah, you didn't see it?
No, I seen it. Beautiful, bro.
They're
All of the
fucking hard.
Weekend videos are always
Bro,
executed to another level.
It's a book, bro. He's literally writing, like, making different books.
Yeah.
Like, it's fucking amazing how far you can take your artistry and how like organized you can be
It's
with
nuts.
It's crazy. So I ended up going to my grandma's and just kicking it with the fam bam. I did get drunk. You know,
What?
off the Douce. I was saying that all fucking night, bro. I was like talking to people on the phone or whatever.
People kind of sleep on Douce, though.
For real?
Yeah.
It's not cheap.
Yeah, they'd rather have Henny.
Yeah, me too. That's how I
It's
was for a
around
long
that price,
time.
no?
But Douce, I don't know. I think it goes down smooth for me.
Well, how much is it?
It's like $60
Okay.
for a big bottle too.
I've never bought it. I've had it.
I
I've
still
never
have.
bought it.
I still have like my. It's
It
lit.
is boom boom though.
It's-
If you guys can see this through the camera, I'm not even like a gin guy. But
And you've
this
been
is
fucking
gin.
with it.
Yeah, bro. This is man,
I-
it's like it's on another level. This ain't coffee, if you know what I mean.
I think you fuck with it because you buy it. I think you really.
Well, I fucked with it because it looked like some pirate shit. Look at that shit,
It
bro.
does,
it looks like
bro.
some shit you find in a fucking treasure chest. So it just looks sick.
So yeah, I was drinking the Douce. I was drinking a lot of it. I almost killed the whole fucking bottle by
Straight
myself.
or mixed?
Straight, bro, on ice. But that's how I always drink. I can
It's a
handle it.
man shit.
Yeah, I get funny. Like I get real, not reserved, but I get calm, and then I talk more and I say a lot more.
I've seen this guy on like 10.
But that's because it's tequila, bro. Tequila makes me get on tables.
I
Tequila makes me pick up dumbbells at 3 a.m. and start hitting. You love that video though. I bet you still got that shit.
somewhere maybe, bro, in the lab.
That shit was so funny, bro.
That shit was crazy.
But yeah, so I was drinking Douce. I ended up being up till like 5-6 in the morning. I was talking to a homegirl of mine, you know, that I had been needing to talk to because I kind of ghosted a lot of people when I went to, even before Washington.
Yeah.
I ghosted a lot of people quite a few times, and it was a bad habit
Yeah,
of
by the
mine.
time you were at Pima, you were like, kind of.
I was even then before I came back, and then I'd be friends again, and then I would come. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but every time I feel like it was less
more.
and less.
Yeah, it was. I was more ghost and more ghost because I felt like I wasn't doing the shit that I wanted to do. Now
It's
I'm
so weird, bro. Like,
you don't
well, but
understand
you've
it.
always had homies, right? Like at the end of the
Always.
day, like.
Always.
I mean, not in my circle, not the people I might have known, but you met people that you were cool with, that you hung out with. That
I feel like I
you
attract
chopped it up
people.
with.
Like I can't even be chilling outside too long because somebody will come up and try to talk to me. You know.
You just talk. You're just such a good talker, bro.
I don't think so,
This
but
is why In the Mood exists. This is why. Because I can execute it, I can record it, I can edit it, I can fucking think about what to talk about. But you guys wouldn't want to listen to me for fucking an hour. You'd rather listen to
I don't
this
know, bro.
motherfucker talk.
You don't give yourself enough credit. But yeah, anyway, I was
You
up.
just give your credit where it's deserved.
And it was chill, but I think that those were one of like the definitive moments of the heartbreak because like obviously that's when I found out she fucking cheated on me, and while I was over here, and you know I was
But
kind
I
of
told you it was already on.
yeah
bullshit.
I was a pendejo for it. I knew the logical intellectual version of me, the version of me that I truly am, was still battling with the version of me that I had created for the relationship, and it was shitty, but I at the same time it wasn't that horrible. It wasn't as bad as I think I would imagine my next relationship would be. I'm so fucking terrified of getting in another relationship because I won't. Don't.
No, well, don't be terrified, but don't be scared.
Oh, I thought you said don't get in.
That made this. See, this boom getting to me. Don't be terrified, but also don't be afraid to, if it happens, it happens. Because number one, don't look for love. You already established that after
100.
this, and that I'm grateful that you learned that it's not looking for love. Because every time I talk to you, you're like, bro, I want to make this work with her. She has to be my one. That has to be was the key word to me. That was like, you were trying to work that girl
bro,
to become your one. But not everybody, she's not your one, bro. Like
nobody's your one.
But there's multiple your ones because nobody's perfect.
Nobody's
but it's
your one.
whatever. There's multiple your ones because nobody's perfect. You have to understand how much you're willing to settle. If you're willing to settle for a 90% type of girl, that's how much you're willing to settle for. If your mind can only settle for 70% or 100% because you have to have the perfect girl, it's gonna be a harder time for you to be in love or a harder time for you to find a relationship. But that's what I'm saying. Don't look for it. But if you find that girl, which could happen at any day, bro, it could happen next week. It could happen in 5 years.
I think one, talking to your like little brother, talking to everybody, and honestly, coming up with my own thoughts about it. I don't think it is even that. I don't think it's that deep, bro. I think it's a lot more simplified than what you can imagine. I don't think anybody's your one. Your brother told me some good advice that will forever fucking change my mind. Because one, your brother's like the golden child, of course, He's always had a heart of gold. A big part of like, not to say that I didn't find faith in like in my religion and what I believe in because of him, but I was already finding it. I was already thinking about it, talking to God, doing my types of shit like that. And when I talked to him about his relationship and what his reasonings for being in a relationship, especially being that he has so much going for himself and this person is not even actively available for him because, you know, they have their own situation where she's gone and he's over here. And then he also has his time very consumed in other things, and he has a lot of fucking passions, you know? So I talked to him about what he liked about her, and it was not, you know, oh, I fucking love her soul. You know, that's obviously a big part of it. You can learn to love anybody, though. You know, you love me like your brother because we've been friends since we were fucking 10 years old. You know what I mean? It's a bond. It's something that's unbreakable no matter what. And it's different than a relationship because obviously we're not fucking, you know, we're not gay for each other and shit. But you'll always have me, my back, out of choice. You know, if we would have met now, you say that I'm on 10 and shit like that. I mean, I think it has to do with me being in the midst of a breakup. But yeah, currently I am trying to be on 10 and always active, always doing something. But I was talking to him about his relationship, and he just said it had to do with more of partnership, more of of actuality of what you bring to each other on top of enjoying each other's time. And the thing that he said to me that blew my fucking mind, I said, after asking him a bunch of things, because we were just chopping it up. It was a little more casual than I'm making it sound. I was like, do you think you could lose her, though, bro? And that was a question that was blowing my mind because of how I was feeling about my girl, or my ex-girl. I don't even want to call her my ex. That one person that fucking lives over there, you know? So I asked him, do you think you could lose your girl and you'd be all right? And he said, yeah, bro. He's like, yeah, of course. He's like, of course. He's like, there's a lot of women out there in the world, bro. He's like, I would be sad. I'd be heartbroken. It's not something that I would want. But yeah, I definitely think I could. Without a doubt, I would be able to move on and get forward. However it would be, I would be able to live my own life. And he always kind of carries a sense of independence about his life and about his choices and about his actions. No matter if you're married 10 years, no matter if you're married 20 years, no matter if you've been together 1 month or 1 year, you know? You carry that sense of independence because you're not with somebody to take ownership or to have them be locked down, as the term goes nowadays. You lock them down. You lock them down. This is mine. Now you don't have no hoes. You don't have no followers. Nah, you really got to let people do what the fuck they got to do and be who the fuck they got to be for that shit to be real, you know? And I think until I find that, I'm not scared if a girl's going to do this or do that or be, you know, talk to this person or talk to that person, then I don't think I would be in a relationship. Because why would I want somebody to stop a conversation on my account? With anybody. And I know it's dangerous. It's dangerous to think that way, but that's why love doesn't come around easy. And also, I think love is a choice. I think that love is way more of a choice than it is a feeling. I think love has to do with you being pissed off because of the choices that I made in my life, but still being like, this is my fucking brother. I got to do what the fuck I got to do to help him out. You get me? Would you agree?
Yeah, 100% love is his choice. And that's crazy. You kind of blew my mind with saying that because I've never heard it as that.
Yeah, because I don't know. So that's my New Year's was like that, but it was also filled with a lot of fun. It was I love hanging out with my family. I fucking love my family. I think that's a big thing that I learned too on that trip. On top of even coming over here and seeing the way that they got my back. I was drinking Douce, I was dancing, I was popping confetti. I was playing Uno. I was playing, what's it called, Asshole. Have you ever played Asshole? Mm-hmm. Oh, bro, that shit'll have you getting fucked up and it'll have you beefing on some funny shit. Because you don't really be beefing, but you be beefing with each other throughout the game. We're going to have to play it sometime.
What's it about? Or is it a card game?
It's too hard to explain. They're not going to want to hear about it. But if y'all look it up, try it, get a group of friends and do it, and y'all will be coming after each other.
Gist, though, like the gist of the game. Like, you don't got to fucking give me
You're going in a circle. Someone's the president, someone's the vice president, and someone's the asshole. The asshole always has to pull the cards. If he doesn't pull the cards in certain Mississippis, you got to take a drink. The president gets to make a new rule each round. You know, whenever I say, you know, asshole, or whenever I say bitch ass motherfucker or something, you got to take a drink. Every time before you take a drink, you got to say the Raiders are the shit. You know, and, you know, everybody, if you don't like the Raiders, you're going to be like, fuck. But every time you take a drink, you take Raiders are the shit. Every time I take a drink, you got to take a drink. You know what I mean? It's that type of shit. And there's also other things involved, but it's a real fun game, and it's a real quick way to get drunk as fuck, you know?
Did you black out or no?
No, not at all. I haven't blacked out in a long time, bro. I don't think that shit really happens to me anymore.
That's what everybody says, bro. But go out with me.
It has to do
Fucking black out.
because your goal is to black out, and you don't take care of yourself before. And
What?
then
No,
No, actually, no.
I prepare to
no,
black
no, no, no.
out.
I know
prepare to
why you black out
and then I
because
just go,
you do that.
Go. I do that waterfall.
I don't think you could see me doing that.
You would. You will. You will do
Once
that if you
in
go
a
out with
blue
me. No,
moon.
you will do that if you go out
This
with me.
dude swears he's gonna get me into being like a monster, and he just fucked up the whole podcast.
No. That's a wrap.
I love you guys.
Bro, camera died.
At the same time.